this mysterious thing called the Bobby Woods 3 Peaks.
When he did this thing, we knew that it was a monster.
It's not written up anywhere because it's not a particular climb.
These 3 peaks in a day, solo.
They made a movie about it at the time, but I think that movie's been lost.
You compromise the rest of your life quite a lot to achieve one's dreams, I suppose.
Enchainment is a concept that came out of France in the mid-80s. The sense of enjoyment you get out of soloing one route, he wanted to multiply that enjoyment by 3 times.
Really, the attraction is to set a higher bar.
Three mountains, 3 rock faces.
In total of about 1,000 meters of climbing.
And at least 6,000 meters of ascent and descent in a day.
The routes are set very far back.
Approximately 40 kilometers of walking to get to and from them.
The walks are pretty savage, they take a lot out of you.
Vegetation is a big deal. You're going to have to bash 2 hours just to the base of the climb.
The route itself ends right on the summit, and as you can see, it's a really majestic mountain.
And stumbling and tripping all over the place all the time, you know.
Honestly, some of the toughest ground.
That looks like trash, that looks kind of okay.
That looks really good, yeah.
You've got to work for your meters.
But I think it's quite sure. You've got 3 of those in this package. I think the biggest part of it is just the sheer amount of mileage.
So the guy was a maniac endurance athlete, so he's not just any Mickey Mouse.
Look, Bobby was an exceptional individual. Really good all-round climber, but incredibly strong on his legs. He was a very accomplished solo climber.
It's still incredible. You're going to have to be a real specialist to emulate that.
Teo's just a fucking crazy person.
What?
Teo and I got chatting about it in a gung-ho fashion, probably like drunk after a route in Bulgaria.
Go where, bro? I'm gonna go have a quick lap up these 3 peaks, you know.
We're like, oh yeah, this is the thing to do, we should do this.
And you're going to have to find new tactics.
This Bobby Woods idea and some more climbing it.
Climbing at the same time as your partner definitely opened my mind to what is possible on big walls and how fast you can move through terrain.
And then we sort of realized that it was going to take quite a lot of effort to make this thing happen. So then it would be very cool to link and then straight up to a ledge.
We're going to be a rope's length apart most of the time. Looks quite chill.
Feeling fire, bro, feeling fire. Nice, dude, keep it up, looking good, man, moving smooth, moving fast.
That's why we've actually gone and recce'd each wall to see how we can successfully simul it as much as possible.
The guys are using micro tractions on gear once in a while. So that the seconder can take a fall and not pull off the leader.
Micro is out, you can start climbing when you want to.
although summit climbing is darn dangerous actually. You're running it out, you're placing very little gear.
You have the option to be safer when you need to be.
Expert only, I'm afraid, on this one.
Very cruxy section, just watch me.
Has to be safer than soloing, I think. Yeah.
Watching. Yo, dude, that's a spicy move, hey? Yera.
We've done all the walls at least once before, which, to be honest, we weren't 100% certain that was enough training or preparation.
There's still a lot of potential to like get fucked.
For sure, but I think way less than soloing, dude. Soloing, you need to practice these routes way more. You need a first attempt to really know, because we don't really know.
We have no fucking clue. At the end of the day, all we have to do is try it.
We don't really know what we're getting ourselves into, so yeah, it's probably going to be hard.
Technically 5 hours of sleep.
I got no sleep. Maybe an hour of like vivid dreaming.
Fitful dreaming.
Leaving the house 5 times in that dream. And then all of a sudden the alarm goes off and then we actually leave the house.
Bam.
Alright.
Alright, thanks Hilton.
Thanks, Hilton.
See you
Lekker
later.
boys.
Yeah.
Lekker boys.
Chat to you on the radio.
Yeah.
Because the Klein Windhoek walk-in is like a whole freaking journey on its own. Because that was probably the one biggest thing that was keeping me from sleeping at night. Getting lost in the dark on the first walk-in, because I just knew that would break us like mentally.
Thankfully we had GPS to guide us to the forest, because the forest was wild.
Through the river, out again, bash through the spider-infested, head-high Fynbos.
This is our part from last time.
Yeah. Really intense terrain and not really much emotion, just going, you know.
Here's your radio, bro. Like, call me.
It's 260-meter ropes, full trad rack. All the liquids carrying them up because it is summer.
The full frontal was pretty spicy. That middle block of scrambling was like you could also fall out of the amphitheater.
Doing this, bro. Fucking doing this, man. Yeah.
This is what a link up is all about. You want to do a link up fast.
Cool, let me know when you put your first piece in.
Alright, let's go.
You can make it back on time for breakfast.
By today's standards for hard climbers is quite basic. But in 1920 it was one of the hardest climbs in the world.
Just that feeling of being so in tune with the rock and how it's shaped, and just knowing exactly where if I step up and throw around, I know that there's something there and I'll catch it. Just that feeling of fluidity and moving together, the two of us, not worrying about each other, just knowing that we're both behind each other.
You have good gear, but you're running it out a lot, and the ledges and stuff, so you pretty much know you can't fall the whole time, so you have to take it quite slow and climb accordingly.
Still part of the whole, part of the challenge actually, you know. I'm actually keeping this thing safe. All safe-ish. Safer in a more modern style.
Fucking beautiful. Moving swiftly, Andy's running it out like a machine. Already picked up 2 microtractions.
Almost at the stance.
If we want to keep it safe, can't really go too much faster than this. But his style was a lot more bold, a lot more scary, and a lot quicker.
Nice one, dude.
Heck yeah, man. Stage 2 out of 12, baby.
When we actually got to the summit itself, I was extremely confident that we were going to complete this thing. You know, on our way to finish the Bobby Woods Challenge, I wrote on that summit book, and that was just the first peak.
We shall descend to the car.
Look at the mountain from here.
And then drive there.
Yeah, there was some moments where I was like, yeah, my knees are feeling this walk down, eh? We clocked this thing in just under 2 hours, which is really good.
Pretty happy, feeling good, feeling strong. Hello, how are you?
Lekker.
Thank you.
And off we went to Tooskloof. It's an hour's drive. The things were looking good to still stay on track for their aim of 24 hours.
That's when it kind of, the realization of the undertaking started to set in a little bit, because I felt pretty tired.
Okay, ready, eh?
Legs do feel quite heavy, I won't lie.
Yeah. Like we're walking into hell. It's super hot. It's like 35 degrees.
On a mission like that, it takes a lot of energy out of you, and you have to keep drinking. And yeah, I was tired. Like, I would be very happy to go home at that stage normally.
We just got to keep our heads up for these tough moments. Just sweating a lot, eh? It's intense.
We had a massive 450 meter, like, technical, chassis, loose country route above us.
All right.
Now we're pretty tired, like, yeah, it's pretty dangerous, we should probably bail. Maybe that was going through our heads a bit, maybe not. But yeah, neither of us want to bail, so we set off and did the first like 80 meter scramble to the base of the route. Proper country climbing. The whole fucking thing.
Can't believe that fucker started this thing. Jesus. Fucking madman.
I mean, he had a talent, and he's inspired that next generation, the Teodors and the Andys, to go out there and do the same thing and experience it for themselves.
I know once you get on the face, it gets quite chill.
Yeah, it's just like it's quite a thing getting on the face. Bobby Woods, why couldn't you have chosen something easier, you asshole?
Oh, Jesus.
On the fucking face.
Andy's questing up the tiles pitch.
And Northwest Frontal is quite hard. It's quite tricky climbing. And quite tricky route finding.
Holy shit. Oh god. Fucking foot. Okay, watch me too.
We actually had no idea how intense it was going to get when we started climbing that thing. It really did catch us off guard.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fucking hell. Puss. Puss. Maybe you're supposed to go left here. Yeah, it doesn't really suit my rope positioning. The sun is setting in Western Cape. We're halfway up a 450 meter wall. And we can see another wall which we're gonna go climb later. Wow! That's where we gotta go after this.
And next thing you know, we're in the darkness, you know, so...
But that was pretty awesome, just like the sun setting, but you don't really care, you're still on your mission, you're still going up.
And as the darkness falls, the crux arrives.
Nice. It got dark and Teo started up essentially the crux pitch. Nice, buddy. Come on. Nice. Good stand. Good job. Cape country climbing, which is notoriously like slow and hard to find holds and find gear and weave your way through. Yo, watch me big time, bro. You're pulling on something, piece of shit. In our fatigued state, we really realized like how intense this thing is, and you're pulling proper moves.
There was already signs of like,
Oh, fucking hell.
okay, this is gonna take a little bit longer than expected.
I did that utterly terribly. The lead.
Is it?
Climbing a big wall, and actually quite a tricky, fairly dangerous wall at night. That's quite a thing to take on.
I mean, you feel like you're climbing for a long time and you look back down and your partner's only like 10 meters below you and you're like, whoa, oh my God, I've been faffing around you for quite a while.
So everything gets really tricky.
Doing like some pretty intense moves and like not much gear.
Oh, that's terrible.
And it is loose and it's complex. So we had to abandon quite a lot of our simul plans and pitch it out a lot more.
Because I mean, coming out alive was like priority number one. So.
Just reach top.
Well done. 2 out of 3, stage 6.
This was just, we needed lots of concentration and we needed to slow down.
By far the hardest stage.
Yeah.
Normally where I just pull moves, I was like swearing and shouting and being very scared.
Yeah.
9 abseils, you know, off of little tree stumps and rocks and things, and anything can go wrong in that situation.
Don't think too much about it, bro.
This is a solid though.
We ain't got much option. Great, we're on 6mm cord. Great. Fucking love my life. Could be at the boulder gym. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a very slow wrapping process. The thing that was surprising was it took us 3 hours.
I can't see the start, Bruce.
So for a period of several hours, we had no contact. The conditions are a bit grim now. It feels a bit hostile at 3:30 in the morning. I became a bit worried. We're way behind schedule. Actually very worried. At one stage I did head off up the mountain to see if I would see headlamps. Not a sound, not a peep.
This is the reason for climbing. Okay? I mean, look at that.
I think he was at a stage of life where he'd probably settled down. He was scrambling up a easy route on Table Mountain, what would be a recreational climb with his friends, climbing something that was well within his capability, pulled off a loose block. He was unlucky in terms of where he landed, and he received a fatal head injury.
Then it was a great relief when several hours later
Hilton for Teo.
We were just stumbling through like thick bush and getting banged up and cut and tripped, and
24 hours was no longer on the table.
yo, it was a mess, eh? Why the hell are we here? Like, what's the point of this? We were in a rush, now we're not in a rush. Like having Hilton there with his psych and his excitement.
Dark is so bad, eh? Dark on a big mountain is so serious.
You're learning where your limits are. Well, you haven't reached them yet, but you're getting an idea of
Yeah, exactly.
what you're capable of. Which
Yeah,
so far is a
exactly.
hell of a lot.
We still want to finish this thing, for sure.
Woo. It's really steep, of course no path.
Teo has left his food in the car,
I forgot all my
which makes him lighter on the hike.
I still got my peanuts and raisins though, so I'm gonna live off that.
by this time our resolve to finish had been sort of strengthened.
Ale, ale, ale.
We seriously didn't want to come back and repeat this whole process.
What for most climbers would be a big day on its own, this was their last little bit. The boys had had a big bite taken out of them by the time they got to the start of the climb.
24, 28, yeah, it's been 28 hours.
These guys could still do it. They could still pull off the whole mission.
Going all the way up there.
Moving on to the third wall was where we had our most clear fatigue. Just kind of catching up with me now.
Yeah, I got about 60 meters up and was just shitting my pants. There's this kind of like layaway section.
The route is grade 18, which to them is complete doddle.
I could like barely stay on this thing. I was so fatigued and sort of mentally fucked up at this stage. Yeah, that's
I'm waiting for the radio to come in, like radio comms, and nothing. Hey bro, what's happening here, bro? He's looking down at me through his legs.
I've put you back on belay for the meantime.
No, dude, yeah.
totally shattered.
Not trusting my arms here, but come off any second now, eh? Yes.
I'd placed my whole rack. I just abandoned ship at that point and made a stance.
I'm in the same boat, bro. Just gotta keep it together, man.
And then we decided, okay, we really fried by the stage. We need to make this safer. And we broke it up into 4 pitches. And yeah, we did actually believe exposure was going to be very easy. Actually turned out to be rather hard.
Proper mood, yeah, yes.
You're in like a survival mode and you don't trust yourself. You can't get stressed with yourself in that moment. You know you have to continue. So you just have to put extra effort into concentrating on, because at any moment that toe that you think is good could just pop off because you're not in a very good state of mind.
Like to solo that is pretty crazy.
You could sort of get your head around soloing one of these routes. Doing 3 of them on top of each other solo is actually just incomprehensible. But it's not reckless because he's in control.
Not too sure what's reality.
Woo!
We're not very entertaining anymore.
Yeah, it was very hard. I was like totally spent.
Our farts have gotten real wet and moist now. It's been a while. And then Andy took a seat down. I was like, no, you're not sitting down.
Yeah, pretty tired. Mildly underprepared for this.
At this point I knew we had to just keep moving before we, shut down. So we just did what we knew and we stuck to our guns with it and we finished it.
I finished these 3 peaks. I'm a little bit tired, so I'm not exactly raging as much as I thought I would be.
I was telling myself, I think I have to be happy now, because we finished this thing.
And then that was it, boom, done. Don't have to come back.
Doing that route at night is such a bad idea.
It was probably the one route you didn't want to do at night.
Chris Lomax and Kevin Smith, Andy de Klerk 20 years ago, Bobby 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since people have been...
Since the idiots were around.
We've done something pretty cool. Hilton's jumping up and down like that, so.
It was exciting, yeah. They had pulled off something quite special.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that if you have a talent, you need to go in the direction that that talent takes you.
Yeah, what Bobby did was wild.
Bobby wasn't a reckless person. He was a consummate professional.
Yeah, it's very impressive what he did in 24 hours.
He knew what he was doing.
Took us 35. It was just cool to link all those mountains together, to push through to that next level and like see how far we can go.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, but yeah, it's a kind of like a torturous kind of fun, you know.
Alright guys, sorry to love and leave you, but we got 5 more wraps to go and a walkout, and then we can bing bada boom, you know. That's it, the Bobby Woods challenge, eh?
We really nailed the nutrition on this one, which was cool. Normally we have terrible nutrition.
Chicken burger on Mondays for like special price.
But we got the proper advice for this one.
Chicken wings the next day, and then you get half chicken the next day, and then like chicken nuggets the next day. Huh? Quarter chicken, full chicken, double chicken burger. Double chicken burger, triple chicken burger. Oh man, just every day chicken special.